Oh, well, hello, and welcome to Tier Fun. I am Andrew, your guide through Modern, and today, though I may be a few days late, I put those days to good use, getting this mashup of a deck ready for recording. Tamiyo, Abzan Blue. I don't know what I'm gonna end up calling it, Tamiyo Time, but it's a deck. After seeing Reid's recent Abzan list, I saw that and I was watching the video and I was like, maybe this is finally the place for Tamiyo. Tamiyo, the field researcher, one of the more powerful cards printed semi-recently that never quite caught on with Modern yet. It's the Bant colors don't necessarily need or want. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe there's a Bant list yet to be. Ooh, excuse me. Maybe there's a Bant list yet to be created that really wants this, but instead of running Liliana's from Reid's deck, I was like, why not get proactive? That, ooh, excuse me, that proaction is in the form of Tamiyo. I also switched out Tireless Tracker for Dark Confidant. I think Tracker is just a pretty dang good card, and since I was raising the CMC of the deck with Tamiyo over Liliana, I thought Dark Confidant was a bit worse than it typically is in these decks. So I also decided, hey, why not run Tasigur? Because we don't have Dark Confidant. Basically, Goyf number 5. I was running 2 Tasigurs, but I thought I wanted another interaction. I wanted some more interaction. So I put Collective Brutality over the second Tasigur and have been happy with it ever since. But essentially, this deck is your typical Abzan list. In fact, it's the typical Abzan list. At least Reid's Abzan. Reid is a proponent of Fatal Push over Path for reasons that Path doesn't quite line up with the resource denial strategy that Abzan presents typically with all these discard spells, plus one more discard spell and Collective Brutality. Now, we aren't quite as resource denial heavy because we don't have the best resource denial Planeswalker. We don't have Liliana. But I think Tamiyo is a very good tempo option, very good value option, and I want to be able to start locking down the board either with its +1 or her -2. I was also running Jace. I don't want to make this deck too long, but I was also running Jace here. Besides the mana being an absolute nightmare for Jace, I think it's actually a pretty good Jace deck. It could be that we end up just going all Jace. But I really wanted to test Tamiyo. Tamiyo plus Lingering Souls is a value tornado, a cyclone of value, if you will. Just very, very good. It's great at protecting Tamiyo. It's great at Lingering Souls is great at just immediately drawing 2 cards. It's been phenomenal. In fact, I wanted to maybe even get 4 Lingering Souls in here. It was either the 4th Lingering Soul over the 4th Tracker, but I've been liking Tracker too, so we'll see where that ends up. But this is where the deck's at currently. I'm sure the mana needs some work. That was one thing I wanted to spend tonight really ironing out the mana, but I figured I was already late, so let's just get to recording. Sideboard, one of the main reasons to do Abzan over just straight green-black is Stony Silence. Probably should be running more Stony Silences in here. That's my biggest critique so far of the sideboard. We have 2 negates just to take advantage of our blue colored. Engineer Explosive also takes advantage. And in any deck that can run 4 colors, Engineer Explosives gets better. Fulminator Mage for big mana, Damping Sphere, Storm, big mana, Nile Spellbomb, graveyard-based decks. We also like the graveyard, so asymmetrical graveyard hate is great. You could definitely be running the Leyline of the Void, I believe is the name. Grafdigger's Cage, great against those dastardly company decks. And we got 2 paths, just because sometimes you need it, especially against Hollow One. You need as much in removal as possible. Anyways, that's Abzan Tamiyo, Abzan Blue, Tamiyo Abzan, whoever knows. Tamiyo time. Let's get some matches, my friends. Let us get to some good matches. Round 1. We're on the play. We're ready to rumble. Man. This is a hand, isn't it, huh? This is about as close to a one mana keeper. Almost any land allows us to function. Oh man, if we're on the draw, I keep this. Wow, right off the bat. This probably is a mulligan, but your boy's keeping it. In before, we never draw another land. It's hard to say no to turn 1 Thoughtseize, especially backed up by Fatal Push. It's not the end of the world if we don't get mana by turn. Well, hello. Time of Need. Legendary. Well. We've got ourselves a good old-fashioned brew here, I believe. Legendary creatures. Interesting. Opponent has tons of cantrips. I could just get rid of the Remand here. That seems to be the tip. I really want to get rid of this too, though. We're going to get rid of the Remand. I don't know if there's a quote-unquote... Excuse me. Also kind of sick. That's another reason why this recording is a little bit late. I could probably take Time of Need. I kind of just want them to cast it, though. I want to see what it's all about. Chart of Course 2 is the other consideration. I figure all things being equal, we might as well take the only card that interacts with us. But Chart of Course makes Thoughtseize a whole lot worse, or any hand denial. Alright, so need a land here. Oh, no. Ring the bell of sadness. Hey, the bell of sadness. Okay. Well, our opponent also doesn't have an early creature, so it makes this keep even worse. But we're just gonna smile. Just gonna smile our way through it. We put ourselves in this position. So 100% opponent plays that weird legendary creature spell here. 100%. Oh, I was wrong. Chart of Course. It's either that or Chart of Course. I feel like Through the Breach. Oh no. I don't like this. So this is some sort of... So they have a tutor for what? Emrakul? And they just Through the Breach. I think I'm just going to get down our good friend Grimflayer here on an empty board. Just so we can start stacking the top of our library. Next turn, ideally, we just jam, I don't know, Collective Brutality. We can maybe wait a bit. See what they do here. See, sleight of hand. Okay, so we know that's been played, that's been played, that's been played, this has been played, this has been played. We know one card in their hand, and it is Time of Need. Interesting. Teamer. That's a bit of a teamer brew here. Teamer Through the Breach. I'm excited for this deck. This deck looks like gas. City of Brass. City of Gas, more like it. I'll be here all week. Hopefully they don't have a Tassiger. That wasn't what I was going to say, but that works. Fatal Push looking pretty medium here. Tarmogoyf also bad because they just delved away all their good stuff. I think I'm just going to Brutality. -2/-2. Yeah, we can get 1, 2, 3 card types in the graveyard. I don't think that's good enough. We're just going to see what's going on over there. Yeah, sure. I want to play this Tarmogoyf. Time of Need. Goryo's Vengeance, Through the Breach. Well, we need to take Goryo's Vengeance because they can just bin whatever they're looking for next turn. Sacrifice all lands, create a 5/5. Jeez Louise. Pass the turn. Maybe, thinking about it, I think it was probably correct to bin 1 Fatal Push just for Tarmogoyf Grimflayer. Alright, so now they're going for it. I assume this is a... now that I've seen Goryo's, it's probably going to be our good friend Tomb of Arami is going to be played this turn. Our good friend Baral? That's not what I expected. Glad we have these pushes. Kudos to opponent. Hopefully they attack. Okay. Alright, so no blocks. We can push 2 card types. We can get 3 in the graveyard. Yeah, we're just gonna attack. Pretty sure we have to fetch here. I'm going to play Tarmogoyf. What do I want? I think I want access to white here. We could also, I mean, yeah, white. Okay, let's stack this. Quagmire. I mean, lands are totally fine with what we have. Opponent's going to get to Through the Breach next turn, though. I think we'll just bin all of these, actually. I really want a hand disruption spell. Okay. Tarmo. Tarmo, let's go. Pass turn. Alright. Please, opponent, don't Through the Breach me. Time of need. Alright, let's see what they get this time. Are they just Goryo and Through the Breaching for value? This is crazy, guys. I bet they're all legendary. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if this is a Mox Opal build. I have to ask opponent for the list. There's Emrakul, okay. There's the land. So we're getting Emrakul next turn. Unless a miracle happens and we draw Thoughtseize. So really, if we had taken Through the Breach instead of Goryos, I was more afraid of Goryos, but I don't think that was correct. Oof. Well, I guess let's just attack. Yeah, we'll attack twice. We're going to play Lingering Souls just to give ourselves some blockers. That was a very bad attack. I thought this was a 4-5 just because my Goyf was. So we're pretty much dead anyways beyond that horrendous attack I just made. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, now we are just dead. So we would have had one blocker for the Emrakul. But then we're taking 4 a turn. I think we just concede here. We're in a bad spot. Let's draw some more cards. Inquisition. We weren't winning this game. But we could have survived an Emrakul hit. Oh well. C'est la vie. So, negate. Do we even want to fight on that axis, though? I'm not sure. Damnation, no thank you. Fulminator might not be the worst. Yeah, I guess we do want negates. Tamiyo, we could end up cutting from. Abrupt Decay seems a whole lot better than Fatal Push. And Path seems a little bit better than Fatal Push. In fact, it seems a lot better than Fatal Push. Just because we saw Baral, I want to keep in a few Fatal Pushes. We do want the negate. Maybe I don't, though. Maybe we're just going to go a little lower. This looks fine. I guess we will bring in Nile Spellbomb. Usually, I mean, this, I didn't say in the deck tech, but this is just there as some air that's also good for Grimflayer and Tarmogoyf and also Tasigur. It's fine enough cantrip in the deck. Maelstrom Pulse. I think I'm just going to go down on Tracker. Or Tamiyo. Yeah, maybe one Tam. So we have sideboarded up. We have a fairly medium hand. We're not doing anything to turn 2. Turn 2. We do have Treetop. Lingering Souls is uncastable. I think we mulligan. Yeah, this is a whole lot better. The 4th land. Living life on the edge. I don't think we even bother with turn 1 Nile Spell Bomb. Opponent with pass. We have white, green. This allows us to fetch a basic. I'm gonna wait another turn. Ooh, no, I'm not. So this first one allows us to cantrip pretty easily. Sure, we can get rid of that. Let's see, green, blue. Yeah, let's just get a Overground Tomb. Gonna untap. Not even mess with that. We'll play this tapped. I could have shocked and held up the Nile Spell Bomb for cantripping, but I don't think that's the end of the world. Okay, this is not the best. Of the two, I would have rather had Abrupt Decay for that, more than likely. I don't know, it's close. Pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4. If they have a red mana source next turn, we will regret not pulsing. So let's just play the delay. I don't love where we're at. For the record. Let it be known, for the record, I don't love where we're at. So they did have a red mana source. Another Baral. Okay. These Tamiyos are pretty bad. I think I probably should have just sideboarded them out. Brutality is actually... Is it You May? Okay, sweet. So Brutality is actually great for us here. Ooh. Oh no. Tasigur. No. Please don't. Don't Tasigur me. Oh, come on. One time. One time no Tasigur. Opponent really waiting. This is the part where we would edit it out, but we don't have editing technology. Green. We're just going to get rid of that. This could be a couple of things. Nope. Could be Traverse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Could also be that looking for a legendary card. Could also be... Yeah, there it is. Could also be Hooting Mandrills. We don't know opponent's deck list. I kind of doubt they're playing Hooting Mandrills. I think all their creatures to this point have been legendary, and we would continue to expect that. They have one card in hand. About to have Emrakul. So I'm going to operate on the assumption that we're dead. So we're going to just jam this right now. Looking for a Thoughtseize or something. That's not a Thoughtseize. Alright, I think we're dead here. We're not. Well, I'm going to play Tracker. Remand. Remand's quite good with Baral. Binning the Vengeance. Okay, well, they're just going to... We just got to draw Thoughtseize before they draw through the breach. And with all the cantripping they're going to be doing, they drew 2 cards on my turn. Now they've drawn another card. They have bottom topped, which I don't love. Path isn't doing us much now that they have that. I'll just Play our Lingering Souls. I think we're just donezo here. This is going to be Tasigur. We're not quite donezo. Ooh, Jace. Man, I'm very bad at calling what our opponent's going to be doing. I guess that digs them closer. Sure, you can hit me for one. Would have been nice. So we can play Lingering Souls and Path. I think this is worth pathing. I can also just play Grimflare. I think I'd rather do that. If they have a remand, they might use it here. Or they do not. Okay, so they don't have remand. They don't have remand. They don't have a good attack. We're about to hopefully slam a Tamiyo. Is Tamiyo even doing much for us? Okay, we're still not dead. I guess we should start just playing Lingering Souls, huh? Flood the board with permanents to sacrifice. I definitely want this. I can safely bin Flooded Grove. I guess I'm going to bin Misty, actually. Okay. Be a little risky here. Okay, next turn we're drawing land, not negate. What's more valuable here? 2 more bodies from Lingering Souls or drawing cards? I think drawing cards? Well, let's just attack. Yeah, I don't think we're going to play Tamiyo. Opponent's going for it all. Bin. Okay. Top. Lingering Souls. Black. White. And then we're going to play Tarmogoyf. Alright, we got to tap differently because Flooded Grove is annoying. Alright, so I don't think Emrakul can beat us here. Emrakul plus Cryptic Command can. Best they had was Goryo's Vengeance Brawl on end step. Okay. Alright, we got there. I think I probably should have played out some spirits sooner. Ooh, opponent tapping mana. Damnation. I mean, I'm more inclined to have Fatal Push in after seeing they have Jace as well. I think we're just going to go down. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 unconditional answers for their Jaces. They're 2 drops. 1, 2, 7 plus 1. Technically, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 for Tasigurs and the like. Damnation, yeah. 7's a fine number. I think I'm okay here. I'm tempted to maybe bring in another Fatal Push over the Tamiyo, but I'm not gonna. Living life on the edge. That's the theme of this match. Can it get better? Probably. It could actually. We're missing a threat, but everything else is A+. Let's see what they do with the Serum Visions. Bottom top. Might wait a turn. Well, excuse me. Now that I've drawn this here Thoughtseize, let's see. This can get this can get Swamp. I think this needs to get Overground Tomb. Yes. Through the breach, Manamorphose. If they want to spend a Manamorphose next turn, I'm fine with that. If they topped a 2-drop, we're just going to decay it abruptly. Temple of Deceit played. Sleight of Hand, okay. Threat. Pretty good turn for a threat. And ye shall receive. Unboltable too. Pretty nice. Oh man, opponent's deck is real spicy. There's the Manamorphose. Growing the Goyf. They want green mana. Oh, they're searching. Opponent's going to be very sad when I Thoughtseize. I guess it depends. It's Tasigur, so they can play it. Well, that's pretty good. I don't think there's a way for me to surprise beat this in combat. One, two. I guess we're just going to play. Do we gain 2 life here? I don't think so. Okay, there's an Emrakul. I think we just take the Through the Breach here. Leave them with Swamp Emrakul. Cannot attack. Not going to make a bad attack this time. Swamp Emrakul. Boom. And there's the Swamp. Okay. Well, opponent's going to get to start doing Tasigur stuff. I really want to attack. We cannot. We can safely, maybe not safely, but we can. I think we leave this. Or do we give them this? I think we give them this. They have more, I'm assuming more Goroyo's Vengeances than they do Through the Breaches. I could also keep it in the graveyard. So that we can stop these Tasigur beats. Man, this is close. So if I give them Through the Breach, it's because I'm baiting them into it next turn. We're going to probably end up having to give them that anyways. We really need this Tasigur gone. Man. Sorry. I guess I think we're just supposed to give them Grizzlebrand. It doesn't feel great, though. If I give them Through the Breach, which I'm going to have to give them anyways, Well, now I can give them sleight of hand. I just think too many things could happen poorly. We're going to probably, unless we draw path. We have 2 paths and 2 Maelstrom Pulses. Unless we do that, we're going to eventually have to give them through the breach anyways. Jeez. Bad rips. Thankfully, they decided not to use Tasigur. Oh. Well, see if they have 5. They do. Easiest negate of my life. Please, Lingering Soul. Not even Lingering Soul. Okay, this is good. No 1-drop really helps us here, so we're just going to pass. Well, that's not true. Thoughtseize helps us. Okay, that'll be good next turn. Okay. So as long as they don't have the 4th through the breach here. As long as they don't have the 4th through the breach. Don't have it. Don't have it. Ooh, sweaty pits. Sweating with anticipation. Okay, looks like... Okay, Brawl. In the other hand's Emrakul. Okay, let's see what it is now. In the other hand's Emrakul, Grizzlebrand, Jace. So we want Jace gone most of all. I don't double block because I don't want to lose the tracker. That's pretty good. Now we don't even... We have to fade the 4th through the breach. Can we make anything funny happen here? No, we cannot. Fade the 4th through the breach. Another tracker. Forest is... I guess we're actually going to get... We're dead to an Emrakul hit anyways. I want to be able to cast Path to Exile if I draw it. Do we go for it? So they need a way to discard and a way to return. So we don't need to play Scavenging Ooze this turn. I think we do actually go for it. Okay. 6/5, 4/5. We do trade 1 for 1 here, but I think that's fine. Because we have another one. Okay. Opponent wisely values their Tasigur and decides they don't need to chump yet. Okay. All right, guys, I think we're in a good spot. I thought we were losing this game for sure. So we can give them back Jace, probably. Let's just play the tracker, or the Scavenging Ooze, and see what they do. If they just let it resolve. They have to activate now. Yeah. Okay, we give them Time of Need, Jace. I don't really want to give them Jace. So let's give them Time of Need, which I think just gets them another Jace, probably. I don't really want to give them Sleight of Hand. So yeah, let's give them Time of Need. Well, is there a legendary creature that can get them out of this? Maybe. But we're going to give it to him. We're attacking for lethal here anyways. I guess it's not. Yeah, it is lethal. Free block. Yeah, I'll Did I want to let this happen? Fitch. Looking for a path. We don't really care about Tasigur here. Oh, there's the path. Alright. Alright. Pretty good. Pretty good. As long as they don't have draw through the breach. If they have through the breach, we have lost. Oh, God. Okay, time of need. What are you getting? Jace. Okay. If they play through the breach now, I'm going to be very upset. There's Jace. Okay, I don't think we can lose now. Telling opponent I need their list. No reason for me to go shields down with Scavenging Ooze. We're definitely going to fetch pre-combat for this clue pre-combat. Abrupt Decay. I think we can even save it. But we might as well go for it. Reason being, if they have some way to block, like if they have Snapcaster, I guess that doesn't even work. I don't know. It just felt like that left them with less outs. Oh, so we beat 4 color. 1, 2, 3. Oh, maybe not. There's Goryo's. Let's not be a loser and let's eat the Jace. Nom, 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 nom. GG. GG's. Oh, man. I felt like I almost punted that game away a few times, especially in Game 2. Game 3, I think, was well played. Man, what a cool deck. I want to play that deck. Oh, boy. Here we are for round 2. It is a slow night in the Magic queues. Which one of these was Thoughtseize, but I'm going to keep it. Whole lot of interaction. And a threat. Usually what you're looking for in these green-black decks. Lead on Verdant. We can fetch Swamp if opponent plays something that just gives away Blood Moon. But otherwise, we're going for polishing off that beer. Ooh, no, this hand is horrendous. Pumpkin Ale. Here's what ails you. What ails me is Tron currently. So we didn't go through this in the deck tech, but this is a good deck, obviously, for Assassin's Trophy coming out in Guilds of Ravnica here in the next week, I believe. Oh, no. That's a bit of a pun, isn't it? I guess I didn't think about it. We could have decayed that. Getting down a threat is very good, too. We'll see. But yeah, I was too busy talking. Oh, man. Now I really regret it. Oh, opponent. Opponent giving us life. All right, so I was very much wanting to decay this. It looks like opponent has natural Tron anyways. But, yeah, I was talking through it. We're going to fetch, too. Look for a white source. Binning this. Do we bin Inquisition too? I guess we don't really care about it now, do we? Next turn we're playing Tarmogoyf Thoughtseize. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we'll bin that. So yeah, it looks like it's probably not going to matter, but I did probably want to decay that instead of playing Grimflayer. An opponent probably wanted to just go for Tron. The fact that they didn't, though, makes... Yeah, they just have natural. So it wouldn't have mattered anyways. Assassin's Trophy would have been great there. So it actually worked out, because they had natural Tron, that having Grimflayer was better. Because it gets us closer to the Thoughtseize, which hopefully... I mean, I guess they don't have it, right? Because if they had it, they would have played it. 5. Thragtusk? Well, I mean, it's pretty good right here. They didn't sacrifice the Chromatic Star. Okay, well, we've got a chance here. We do not, however, have a chance to get past this Thragtusk right now. So we won't even try. If we want to get cheeky... No, that wouldn't even work. I was thinking, if we want to get cheeky, we could push our Tarmogoyf to get up to Delirium, but a 4/4 does not beat a 5/4, no matter how much you want it to. So now we're just hoping opponent never draws anything. It looks like they just drew. The rule of Inquisitions or Thoughtseize... Yeah, we're dead here. Is that if you ever Thoughtseize something important, the only important card out of your opponent's hand, they are over 100% chance to get it with their next draw. All right, bring in... I kind of want Stonies as well. No, I don't want Stonies. Though they're not bad, but we definitely want Negate. Away with you, Fatal Push. An Abrupt Decay as well. Collective Brutality is not doing me any favors. Maelstrom Pulse is acceptable. Tamiyo's not doing much work either. And so I would bring in 2 Stony Silences. I guess Tamiyo is the worst. Engineered Explosives, too slow. I guess we'll just bring him, keep the Tamiyos. We have a pretty great Tron package, though. I'm not feeling naked against Tron. Yeah, we can keep this. This is their turn 3 play, unless we draw a white source. And I think this will be, depending on what their hand looks like, thanks Inquisition. But classic Abzan hand here. And if we draw a fetch land, well, we need to draw 2 fetch lands. So don't pretend like I never said it. Whew. Scrying, Ancient Stirrings, Expedition Map. I think we just take the Expedition Map here. Though if I had a white source, I would not take the Expedition Map, and we just jab Stony Silence. So this is a hand... Opponent kept to 1 land. I guess they had 6. Oh no, they mulliganed down to 5? Come on. Okay, Tamiyo is not what we're looking for. Against this hand, we're slamming. Turn 2 Goyf. 2-3, not the best, but also not the worst. Opponent hopefully misses lands here, and we just draw like a boss from here on out. Okay, they did not. They've ripped a unique Tron piece. How unfortunate for us. Fortunately for us, we have another Tarmogoyf here. I'm 100% not playing around them drawing Tron here. Even if they do draw Tron, A, it's the luckiest thing of all time. B, they don't have much to do that we know of. Opponent pausing here. Okay, they missed on the land. Thank God. Thank God. Okay. White source. Not a white source. So Tarmogoyf looks like it's going to get there. Because now they need an answer to Tarmogoyf, an answer to Damping Sphere, and if we draw a fetch land, they will likely need an answer to Stony Silence, unless they start ripping their trinkets. Oh, okay. Well, Forest is outside of... Actually, Forest is probably better for them than just Natural Tron. So now they get to find their Natural Tron, their Tron piece, not Natural Tron piece. And they get to cast Worldbreaker. Well, they would have been able to. Woohoo! This isn't all that good, is it? It does grow our Goyfs. Three, 6. We can win next turn anyways. They need a removal. They need something for this. One, 2, 3, 4 mana. They can Ancient Stirrings and Sylvan Scrying. But I don't think Sylvan Scrying does them any good, though apparently they disagree with me. Another tower. They're dead on board. So it must mean they're not dead on board. They must have something. Man, how I want to play this Tamiyo, but we're not gonna. Do we get there? Oh, please. If we can't beat Tron, it keeps one land. Oh, okay. Okay. Please get there. Oh, no. What do they have? Warping Whale. Sure. Okay, they get one more turn. So if I'd activated last turn instead of playing Stony Silence, we would have won. So I didn't play around Warping Whale. At me in the comments. Okay, this has to be it, right? Tarmogoyf puts him to 7, 4, 5, 6. Oh my God, it is it. We can thankfully tap it, but otherwise it would have been it. Tamiyo. Doing your removal thing. Against Tron. We almost sideboarded you out, Tamiyo. So, yeah, this is it. So Tamiyo doing work. Do we want to change up anything? I'm tempted to bring in Path over Maelstrom Pulse. Or maybe Path over Stony Silence. Maybe over Tasigur even. We're just going to run it back. Sure. Put a mulligan. Please mulligan again. Oh, Tron. They did not. Card on the bottom though. Ooh, and we don't have to deal with turn 3 Tron. Turn 4 Tron maybe. There's a mine. Play this turn 2. white. Yeah, that'll play. Sorry, black blue. We're gonna get Watery Grave with this. There's the mine. It's a Chromatic Sphere. Do they have another Ancient Stirring? Nope. Okay. Come on, Stony Sounds. Stony Sounds isn't that good. Could be good though. Okay, we're gonna save fetches from here on out. This is the way this one's playing out. I will have missed Liliana. Sure. If they play Ancient Stirrings, I think, or Tower. If they play Oblivion Stone, yeah, we gotta get rid of that. Thinking we get greedy. Thinking we get greedy here. The only other play is Fulminator Mage and sacrifice it in the dark. But I think I want a threat. Next turn we can Inquisition and Fulminator. We can Inquisition and then Lingering Souls if they don't have anything. Okay, so they're scrying here. They'll have access to 5 mana, which isn't much. They scryed for Power Plant, so that's what we're going to get rid of. Okay, sweet. So, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, in that case, we're 100% to Fulminator. Okay, I mean, that's going to be good against us. They have a mine and a power plant, so we actually have to go for the tower. Okay, Tamiyo's not bad here. We just need to start. We just need to get a threat. Okay. I think I would have played Factory there if I was... Okay, that's a threat. Better threat than just jamming more Lingering Souls, though we are going to do that here. I'm going to conserve some life total. Well, I guess I'm not. Should have played the Verdant Catacombs. Lingering Souls here. Bida bada budo. Was trying to say bingo bingo bongo, but don't tell anyone. So as long as they don't rip anything too horrendous here. Chromatic Sphere is not horrendous. I'm liking where we're at. We do need to draw an answer for this Wormcoil Engine, but we have a whole lot of draws next turn. And actually... Ooh, there it is. There it is. Okay, all right. So 1, 2... Would love a Tamiyo. Tamiyo also seals the deal. Great against Wormcoil Engine. Another Tracker. 4, 8, 9. I think I'd rather just get in more damage this turn and draw towards greatness. The lower we can put them, the more likely we are just to win with Lingering Souls as well, even in the face of a Wormcoil Engine. We don't don't have paths, so this is fine. This leaves us out to negate for some reason if we need it. Tarmogoyf is a little different. I think I will play Tarmogoyf. So next turn they can gain 3 life, not 6 life. So they could be at 6 right now, but 6 is not 4. They play Thragtusk. Interesting. I think that's the least good of their options. Well, this is actually actively bad for us now. Let's get the planes. Another Tarmogoyf. Either way, any way we slice it, I don't think we want to have Maelstrom Pulse here. Come on, something. No, it's nothing. Okay, so let's just get in. So opponent is now dead to tokens. If they rip Tron piece... I think we don't add anything. So they rip... Yeah, I think we're good here. If they rip Tron piece Oblivion Stone, I will want to have backups. There's Tron piece. Do they have Oblivion Stone? I have not been paying attention to this stuff over here. Wormcoil Engine, not going to do it. Well, it's getting closer. So they're up to 8. So now I do wish I'd played more creatures. Ugh. Oh, man. Stony Silence. Not doing much for us. If these were paths, we'd be winning the game. That's not doing much for us either. I think we just want to try to draw towards something. So let's look for Tamiyo. Tamiyo is what's going to win us this game. We can look one more time, correct? Okay. So we attack for 4. Opponent gets in, puts themselves back up to... Let's see, attack for 4, they go up to 10. And then we can attack for 4 again. I think what we need to do here is play a threat. So this forces them to have to attack. We can just let it go through, and I think we'll just win that way. They get us down to 4. We then attack for lethal, assuming they don't have something else. I guess they can Urza's Factory. They can make a 2/2. Sylvan Scrying, way better than Ancient Stirrings here. And I should have just overcommitted. Maybe not. I'm wishing I overcommitted because I would have won the game, but I think that was fine to not. So we go to 4. Opponent makes a 2/2. They have 3 blockers. They're at 10. We can get rid of a blocker. We have 4 that's unblockable. Yeah, I think this is fine. We can absorb this hit. Okay. All right, that's pretty good too. Oh, come on. Yeah, this should just do it. I hope. Unless my math's off. Tamiyo would have been so good there. I guess did we sideboard them all out? No, we kept them all in. Because Tamiyo is awesome. Okay, I don't know what kills us here. But it's not Nurse's Factory activation. Oh my god, we're 1 off. I miscounted. Alright, we got Scavenging Ooze. So opponent can get up to 7, but that's not going to do much. Man, I can't believe I miscounted. High entertainment, at least. Blame it on the pumpkin. Blame it on the pumpkin. Hope opponent didn't rip any of their Tron pieces. We're just dead here. They did it! Oh. See you, Tron. Could have played better. Oh, we were here for the final round. I mulliganed, not realizing I wasn't recording. And this is a keeper. We do want a threat here, but if we don't have a threat, 2 hand disruption spells and a Maelstrom Pulse is pretty good. Pretty good. Ooh, playing against Elves. And we drew a Tarmogoyf. Pretty lucky. So we're going to get a swamp here. Conserve our life total. Ooh, Beastmaster Ascension. Whenever creature you control attacks, you may put a quest count on Beastmaster Ascension. Whoa. We don't need to get rid of that. I am just going to get rid of this Land War Elves, though. Imperious Perfect is good, but they have to rip a land for it. Oh, Boreal Druid just as good. So, yeah, we're just going to jam the Goofster here. Next turn they play whatever they play, we're going to Maelstrom Pulse, and then we're going to start going to town on them. You want to add to the board against Elves? Boreal Druid Elves, too. This is an interesting list. I'm sure they're going to play... Oh, Imperious Perfect. Okay. Ooh, wow, that's even better. So now we get to Decay. Fetch. Get rid of Beastmaster Ascension. Breeding Pool, Overgrown Tomb, Watery Grave. I think Watery Graves are want to be. This is, you know, a little loose with the life total, but opponent's not attacking us next turn. If they rip a land, I think I'd rather have gotten rid of the Imperious Perfect because they'll get to hit us for a little bit. So whatever they play next turn, we pulse. Opponent has Beastmaster, Ascension, Elvish Mystic in hand. They can play them both. Okay. So we attack, hoping they block. We are losing a point of damage, but I'm pretty sure they're blocking anyways. Oh, they're not. They would have blocked, I believe, if we had Beastmaster, if we had pulsed the Ascension. That does mean we don't get Tarmogoyf down, but I don't know what their deck is. I don't want to deal with any shenanigans. We could have pretty easily just gotten rid of it next turn, I think. 7, yeah. So that was pretty conservative. Actually, undo. Let's jam. Come on and slam, and welcome to the jam. Did you guys hear Space Jam 2 is coming out? You guys excited about that? I don't know. I like Space Jam 1. I'm a Michael Jordan guy. You guys just found that out. Opponent, no reason to play this. 2 Tarmogoyfs against 4 1/1 Elves. I'm liking our odds. Oh no, they drew something. It's another elf. They can't attack. They don't have a profitable block either. We attack for lethal next turn. I don't think there's even a reason to fetch here. I guess he might as well attack. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They can do 8 damage over 2 turns. I mean, they're putting themselves in a position... Well, I can't. Oh, it's the attack step. That's why I can't block. This deals 1 damage to them, right? Okay, so let's get rid of... It is black mana, though. They might need it. So they do have to block here. Okay, we're not drawing well. Thankfully, Tarmogoyf is a very good Magic card. So if they didn't have to block here, I'd probably only attack with 1. Because a Lord would kill us if they didn't have to block. But as it stands now, they can only attack with 1 creature here. Because we have 2 lethal guys. Two lethal dudes. Alright. Ooh, blue! Unexpected. Spicy Elves we play. Ooh, that'll end the game. This might throw off my sideboarding a bit. What is the island for? Maybe I just assume it's a Beastmaster Ascension style list only. We're gonna crush our opponent here. Not even gonna bother playing the other half. Hey, Abzan still good against Elves, even Abzan Blue. The game is ended. I would like to sideboard. There we go. So we are looking for Damnation, Engineered Explosives. And I don't even think we want the paths. Literally everything on our deck is phenomenal. Let's get rid of that. What do we... Cut a Thoughtseize, I guess? Maybe we cut 2 Thoughtseizes. Jam with the Bauble. Let's do it. Yeah, I don't think we need the path here. If we see something like the Chameleon Colossus, protection from black, I will bring it in for sure. A good, not great hand, just because we're missing white. And we also a turn 1 black source. This might have been a mulligan, but our opponent concedes. All right, well that was going to be the last one, but we'll play another one. Opponent didn't want to mess with us, and who can blame him? You want to mess with me? Here we are for match 2 of the final round. I apparently was not recording, just now realized. We're playing against red-white taxes, and we got red-white taxed out of the game. Now that we know we can fetch a little bit better, though this strikes me as a hand that we're actually not going to be fetching all that smartly around. We're going to lead on Blossoming Marsh, or Blooming Marsh for sure. Because getting an Aether Vial would be pretty good. I guess not 100% necessary. But I want to know if I need, like if they have 2 Blood Moon style effects, I want to know if I need to, this needs to fetch a basic, basically. Path, Arbiter, Kiki-Jiki, Restoration Angel, Plains. I think we just take the Arbiter here. I don't really care about Path. Arbiter is another great card against us. That's the Plains, right? Yeah. Ooh. We can safely jam Treetop here. It's either Treetop or fetch Polluted Delta into a green or a white. White source for Lingering Souls. Field of Ruin, sure. We will do that with this Verdant Catacomb. And Lingering Souls is going to be line up pretty well against what they've got going on over there. Pretty happy. We get to finally do it. We finally get to curve Lingering Souls into Tamiyo. Just a phenomenal little combo. Oh no! Oh no, we don't get to. All right. Well met, opponent. We're just gonna. What do we want to do? They're gonna Field of Ruin. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have a lot of lands. I think we're okay if they want to set us back. Because it sets them back as well. Like the dream of Tamiyo that turn was so good, but so be it. Your opponent plays Magic too. I will double block that. Do not test me, opponent. Oh, what a freaking draw. I'm drawing like a boss. And yes, I am just drawing 2 cards here. There's no marker for which one draws a card, huh? Well, that's fine. We're going in. There's no marker for our opponent either, so if they wanted to path us. So they can attack Tamiyo down to 3. Doesn't matter much to me. Opponent's going to play Blade Splicer here. Also doesn't matter much. They can attack Tamiyo. I think. Sure. We can't get rid of Restoration Angel. We can play this for 3. I think that's what I will do. I am 100% drawing more cards. Am I? 3, 4, 5. Yeah, if Tamiyo soaks up another 3 damage, I think I'm okay with that. Or 5 damage. So 1, 2. I think. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, Maelstrom Pulse. Yeah, we can just pulse that now. I think that's a little better. Black, green. Sure. Let's just see what they're up to. They have drawn more cards. Magus or Path? Or sorry, Magus or Bolt? I guess I don't really care about either. So let's get rid of the Path. No, I mean, I do have to take something, don't I? We'll just take the Lightning Bolt. Yes. And we've played a land for the turn. Yes, yes, yes. All right, let's get out of here. We've drawn 4 cards. Our 4 cards have not been great, but they drew us into Maelstrom Pulse, which is great. There's the red source. Is that both a Tamiyo? Yeah, I think we can just chump here. Or Tamiyo draw 2 more cards is also pretty good. Yeah, I'd like to unlock my fetch lands. Let's clean this up. Whew, what a draw. 1, 2. Tamiyo doing work. Another Tamiyo, pretty awesome. Ooh, yes. Yes, please. I think I'm actually going to save this for the Restoration Angel now. The push, that is. Now that we have a way to activate. Oh, right. Path. Yep. Forest is fine. Sure. So we're out of basics, so this Field of Ruin is going to get us, but it doesn't really matter. So we're just going to push this. Boop. They can't resto it because it kills it. They just play naked resto here. Flicker Wisp. I assume flickering either a clue or a spirit token. Spirit token. Lingering Souls. We hardly knew ye. So just gonna minus. Let's eat a clue here. Nom nom nom. Drawn a lot of lands. That is not an understatement. Okay, so we can just blow that up. Sure, that's fine. Three colors, yada yada. Draw a card for the turn, please and thank you. They use the path. So for those wondering why Kiki Jiki is in the deck, because it seems very hard to cast, it's an infinite combo. My god, another land. With Restoration Angel. So the only card we won't be able to cast if they decide to go Magus of the Moon is Tamiyo, but we already have a Tamiyo out. Why would we need another one? Finally, we draw some meat. Yeah. We'll do it this old-fashioned way. So if they want to attack, they're welcome to. Draw the card. Woo-hoo-hoo. Okay, we're good here. Yeah. Okay, well now we have to worry about, well, I guess not. I was gonna say we had to worry about Restoration Angel winning the game, but we can attack for lethal here. And draw cards, which is always great. So we didn't draw a single sideboard card? No, I just think we're all right against this deck anyways. Sure. So now we need to draw cards to win. Brutality doesn't do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. -2, -2. I guess we can actually, yeah. So let's plus on both of their creatures, incentivizing them to not block. This is actually, we almost lost. So if they block or they don't block, we should win. Well, we don't win. I should take that back. But they're incentivized not to block here. Though if they don't block, they lose to Collective Brutality. If they do block, we get 2 draws, which is the best we can hope for. They're really thinking about it. They're not going to block with the Restoration Angel. Yeah, maybe I should have done it the other way, huh? I guess we still win, though. So our gambit worked. We tricked them. Well, not tricked them. We incentivized them to do what we wanted to do, which was not block. We incentivized them to not block. So they're probably going to be pretty unhappy with this. But we got there. Lingering Souls would not have got there, and Hissing Quagmire would have. Yeah. People very much, they never want you to draw cards. And maybe it was correct to not block, because that's literally the only card that gets me out of the situation. They had, with Magus, they had it. I mean, we could have drawn a removal spell, I suppose, for Magus. So yeah, actually, I just had like a total recall of what happened, and I definitely misplayed there. I should have saved the Abrupt... I was trying to be mana efficient with Abrupt Decay. I should have saved the Abrupt Decay for their turn. So, like, on their upkeep. So they would have had to tap mana, and then I would have been fine. Like, I did almost lose that game for myself. I'm more likely to want Path now that I've seen what they have. I don't think we need another beater. Yeah, let's run it back. Ooh, Tamiyo doing work. On the draw, I think we keep it. It's a risky keep, but I like it. Ooh, I don't like this. The first Aether Vial hand. Looking for Arbiters. Direfleet Daredevil. We don't really care about Lightning Bolt. We're looking for now is a Maelstrom Pulse or lands. Yep. Okay, they play the second Ghost Quarter. Land. Okay, we got the Pulse. Land. Oh, yes. Play the Grim Flare. They could have drawn a creature. Like if they drew an Arbiter and they double Ghost Quartered me, I'd be pretty sad. I'd be very sad, actually. They might Ghost Quarter themselves to get a red source. Yeah, this is going to be good. So, Flicker Wisp. Flicking this isn't the end of the world. I assume that's what they're going to do. Yeah, sure. And I think we just play a Scavenging Ooze. I want to pulse it. Well, yeah, let's just pulse this, actually. Because then they can't really cast anything ever. White source, blue source. White source always trumps blue source, even though we have Tamiyo here. So opponent can double Ghost Quarter them? Nah, that's not gonna do it. Opponent is in a bad spot. They attack for 3, so they can still bolt this if they wish to. Wow. Yeah. Tamiyo is the way to go. So they're going to bolt, I assume, this Grim Flare. I'm going to plus on Flicker Wisp as well. We can take it one hit. So here they go. They have to get a mountain. I assume they're bolting the Grim Flare here. Yep. Okay. And now we're going to untap with all sorts of sweet goodies. And they're very far away from this Flicker Wisp. They have a whole lot of other cards in hand, though. I assume they're attacking my face. Yeah. Blade Splicer is pretty good. Wow. So, -2 here. Play Lingering Souls. +1 here. Play Lingering Souls and Fatal Push. I think is the way forward. So if they want to attack, our spirits are card advantage engines. We basically just have to fade the next couple of turns because we fetched very aggressively and our life total's at 7. Will 100% block. They do not. Tamiyo, deterring attack since whenever she was printed. Yum, 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 yum. Ooh, what are they doing? They've ghost quartered themselves the entire time. So Flicker Wisp on a Spirit. Sure. Ooh, on a Blade Splicer. I guess that makes more sense. Okay, that gums up the ground. I think we're just going to play... Let's draw some cards here. I guess we can't, can we? I wanted to get greedy. I think it's actually better for me to play Scavenging Ooze here. Because if we untap with it, we can start gaining some life. Opponent has 2 lands, 4 cards in hand. We don't know any of them. Oh, this is good old-fashioned Magic. Okay. They've already used so many Ghost Quarters. Oh, boy. Now we're cooking. Maybe should have played Tracker this turn. But we're going to draw cards. Should not have... Regardless, shouldn't have played the land that soon. Opponent lets us draw. We've got Path plus something. I guess it's Path on a Flicker Wisp plus Lingering Souls and Tarmogoyf. Leon and Arbiter, we're using the cat for ourselves here. Thank you, Cat Jesus. And opponent is in a bad spot. So now that is why I want to play Tamiyo in my Abzan. That right there. So I think we kind of saw a little bit of everything. I don't think we cast Tasker even once, but Tasker was great for me in my testing. I really like where we are with this. The meta, I don't think, is all that Blood Moon happy right now. If it swings back to Blood Moon, we probably want less of these. But these 8 cards are phenomenal against Control, and Control's huge right now. Sorry, these 11 cards are phenomenal against Control right now. Tamiyo, also just great against mid-range or even creature-based decks. Minusing 2 twice to just draw... Tamiyo really buys time, and when it's not buying time, it's stealing games with card advantage. I think I probably do want the 4th Lingering Souls after playing a little bit more, because curving into that is so good. Cards I mean, this card's fine. We could probably just make this the 4th Lingering Souls and call it a day. Makes Grimflayer a bit worse, but that's okay. Yeah, I was pretty happy with the list. Maybe we don't want the 4th Tamiyo. Maybe 3rd is where we want to be. But something like this, a whole lot of fun. Like, obviously, if we're playing against a ton of Blood Moons, you really don't want to be playing a Tamiyo, a 4-color Abzan Tamiyo list. But if you are, you can pretty easily sideboard out Tamiyo. The sideboard, maybe we want some more negates. But in general, I was pretty happy with the sideboard. Yeah, I think the deck is good. The bones of the deck are fine, right? Because it's just a good Abzan deck that happens to hurt yourself a little bit more, and the payoff there is great. Maybe the payoff isn't worth. Maybe your matchups are just fine in general. Who knows? Only more testing will tell. All I know is that this was fun and viable. So it's tier fun stamp approval. I've had a lot of fun with this deck this weekend, this week in general. Once Guilds of Ravnica comes out, I think I would just pretty seamlessly trade out these 2 Abrupt Decays for our good friend Assassin's Trophy. Maybe even 3. because Tron main deck Tron is a bit rough for us, right? We get pretty good against Tron sideboard. It could be though that you want to not play Assassin's Trophy for the first week or so because Tron players will probably just not play the deck right away because it's gonna be online at least. There's gonna be so many Assassin's Trophies. It's gonna be a beautiful place for people who don't like Tron, and it's gonna be a bad place for Tron. But Tron will stick around. This printing isn't gonna kill it. It just makes it a bit more fair. In fact, Tron will feel more fair to play against, I believe. Because you could have just played Assassin's Trophy main deck and had a chance against it. But anyways, that's the deck. Planeswalker plus Clock, good. Planeswalker plus protecting the Planeswalker, good. That's what we learned. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys had a great weekend, and I hope you're about to have a good week. This is Andrew signing off. Cheers.